Hi, my name is Ted Carr. I'm with Berkeley Law and Technology Group, and I'm a partner of the firm. My practice focuses on all forms of intellectual property, but today I'm going to be keying in on trademark rights. And more specifically, I'm going to key in on registering a trademark in association with a alcoholic brand. So let's say you're a brewery and you want to register your brand. What do you need to consider? Or let's say you're a winery and you need to register your brand. What do you need to consider? Or distillery. Now, I've represented Montana Whiskey Company, um, several beer companies, and Rallison Cellars, a winery, number of wine, beer, and hard alcohol clients. And one of the things that we've found is performing a search is extremely important in this area. There's a lot of brands out there. If you go into a liquor store or you go into a grocery store and you look at the sheer number of brands, like in Texas, you have Specs and Total Wine. Walk the aisles and you'll see all the different brands, many different brands. And one of the things that's important to recognize is when you perform your search, if you're, for instance, planning to file a trademark application for um, Longhorn wine, and you look out there and you don't see any other wines that are using the symbol of the Longhorns, and it doesn't, there's no other wine out there that says Longhorn wine. So you proceed, you file your trademark application, and then you get a refusal from the Patent and Trademark Office. And you look at it, and the refusal says there's a likelihood of confusion with Longhorn beer. And in your mind, you're like, well, no one's going to confuse wine with beer. And that may be an argument, but it doesn't stand up with the Patent and Trademark Office. So basically, the way they view it is uh, any stores sell beer, wine, hard alcohol. Restaurants serve beer, wine, hard alcohol, and so you can actually receive a refusal, even though it's not likely that your branding for a bottle of wine looks anything like the branding for a six pack of beer, but you could get a refusal. You would likely get a refusal if the mark is the same or similar. And so performing a search will identify that for you. And there's some things that you can do, assuming the search came back and you did see that the beer, Longhorn beer existed. There may be some strategies like adding a logo or maybe switching it up enough so that it would be distinctive. And we would have to look at the facts of your situation to advise you, but those are some things that we would consider. So if you're looking at branding a brewery or a winery or a distillery or different lines within, let's say you already have your distillery and you want to bottle and name different products, reach out to us. Be happy to answer questions and guide you through the process so that you can have an effective brand strategy. Once you start labeling, you don't want to have to relabel. That gets very expensive, especially with products like whiskey that are going to sit for a while. So reach out and be happy to talk you through the process and help you make good decisions with respect to your brand.